Hey, today I am going to take you through some just quick daily stretches you can do to help loosen those leg muscles. This is ideal if you're a runner or a cyclist or someone who uses your legs a lot, just to make sure that you're preventing injury. So, first one, take a big enough step back with one leg. So you want it wide enough that when you bend into the front leg, you can feel it in your calf for the back one. So I'll take mine a bit wider. Make sure your hips are square to the front. So by that I mean if you look down, it's like a straight line here with your hips. Another way you can help ensure that is by pulling the thigh bone of the front leg into hip socket, so it's, and this one, don't know why I'm clicking, pushing forward a bit will help intensify the stretch there, pushing down through the heel of the back leg, and when you bend into the front knee, just making sure the knees don't go over the toes. So you hold this for about 20 seconds, taking deep breaths, really elongating, making the exhale longer so that it basically helps your mind tell those muscles to relax. See, there's quite dark on this video. I'm doing the other leg, so apologies, you know, winter. May have to invest in lighting. So, take a big enough step, push through the heel of the back foot, hip square, bending into that front leg. I may not be doing these exactly for 20 seconds, so make sure you are to really intensify that stretch. Now, I'm going to show you a different hamstring stretch. So, taking one foot forward again, hips square. This time, I want you with the back foot at about a 45-degree angle. So by that I mean in a typical square room, just pointing to the front opposite corner. Apologies for my description. Your toes are a little bit out. Right. So once hips are square, hinging, still pulling that front leg into socket. That was a natural click. Flat back, stretch over that straight leg, which is parallel to your hip. So it's not out here, it's in a straight line directly in front of your hip. So adjust as you need to, and you want to feel the stretch here. No over rounding or round, like sticking your tailbone up. You want to tuck your tailbone under so you feel no pain in your lower back. And a nice stretch in your hamstring. Hold this for 20 seconds. And then roll up. And repeat on the other side. So back toes, slight angle. Hips square. Front leg drawing in. Flat back. Tailbone tucked under. Checklist. Hinging from the hips, so not like this. From the hips over that straight leg, pushing through those toes and the heel, as well as the back one, to have a strong foundation and also to intensify that stretch in your hamstring. And if you're not feeling it much, your hips may come diagonal, so pull, even put your thumb into that hip and pull it back so the hips are in a straight line. Deep breaths, come out, and then a quad stretch. So knees together, lean on something for balance. From here, I don't want your leg out there or out here. Keep it in line, the other knee, and pushing, so you're arching your back, it's opposite, it's tucking the tailbone under and pushing that hip bone forward while you're just grabbing that foot and bringing the heel towards the butt, pushing those hips forward will really intensify the quad stretch. So hold that, 20 seconds, deep breaths, and the other side. Really feel it when you're not tucking it under, like now I'm not tucking it under, and I do hip thrust. Feel that stretch so much better. Right. And then the last one is stretching the IT band, which is the muscle on the side of the leg, which goes from your knee and your hip. So take one foot over the other, I'm taking the left over the right. So your feet are close together, a slight bend in your knees so you're not pulling them in. Straight from the side. And from your hips again, hinge over. And you can either grab your elbows, touch the ground if you can, but don't bend those knees. You don't want to be pushing your kneecaps in to keep them straight, so a slight little bend to protect those knees. Pushing into all sides, four sides of your feet, to really feel that stretch through the IT band. And you can always put your hands on your hips, grab your elbows, just hang there, take some deep breaths, and then slowly roll up through the spine. Another side, so left foot over right, just together, bend the knee, from the hips, pushing through all four corners of the feet. You can tell again when you do that, it intensifies the stretch. Deep breath here. Roll up. And that's it. So again, I may not have held these stretches for exactly 20 seconds, but it's a rough idea of some daily stretches to do to just keep those legs nice and flexible, help prevent injury when you're running, cycling, going on long walks, or when you're sat down for most of the day after a long run and your muscles can seize up. These exercises will just help keep them loose and prevent injury. There's many more, but let's just keep those as a few you can do daily. I hope these help, and let me know if you'd like any more daily stretches that might help keep you loosey-goosey. So keep moving and keep smiling, and for me, keep clicking.